What's up, everybody? This is Brody, Charlie, and Tudong Dylan from the Talk Punch YouTube channel and podcast, where we talk movies, do lists, rankings, and more, and you are about to listen to the Keeping Up with the Kardashians podcast. Enjoy!
The latest in pop culture and nerd news, an unhealthy obsession with pizza, and more Trek than 12 listeners can handle.
Seriously, guys, we could use a few new subscribers, so, tell a friend, please.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh. Coming in a little hot, actually.
Aren't you always?
Phases into it. Welcome to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. This is Nick.
This is Rob.
With a special guest host today. Hi.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
Well, I'm well. How are you guys?
I'm well.
And we're back. Now that Nick's over his fake sickness, we're back.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, welcome. This is one of our favorite podcasts because we get to talk about all the stuff that we like, which is nerd stuff.
Right.
So good luck. Welcome.
Yeah, good luck.
We like to talk nerd stuff, but we especially focus on Star Trek, don't we? So we're going to talk about some Star Trek today. And we had a challenge for Amanda, but we're going to talk about that in a second for Star Trek episodes.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that in a second. But before we go into that, I have a real serious, deep question for you.
Shoot.
Am I calling you Amanda on here?
I know that's okay. Whatever you want, that's fine. I'm fine.
Because that's not what the family calls her.
I never call her the other name.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
It's okay. No.
Not once.
Okay.
And nobody at my work does. I mean, nobody at my work calls me Amanda either. But that's fine. Amanda's fine.
Does anyone call you Mandy?
Never.
And have they? And have you wanted to murder them?
Well, when I was ask Crystal, when I was 10, 11 years old, I was Mandy for a summer. I was Mandy. And it was like a alter ego kind of thing.
Oh.
And so she died in 1996.
Oh, okay. God rest her soul.
Yeah. No, Mandy. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not going to, but.
Where's Mandy buried?
You do not want to know.
Oh, nice.
Behind Vista Maria. Which actually, did you hear they're closing Vista Maria?
What is Vista Maria?
I have no idea what that is.
Like a school?
For bad girls.
You were in a school for bad girls?
No.
Oh, you were buried behind there.
No.
So this mean you're really bad?
No. Crystal and I wanted to go to Vista Maria when we were younger because
I hear you.
we lived near there.
Yep.
And it was gated and it was palatial in our opinion. We lived
and you didn't know what it was. Yeah.
And we were like, those girls are so lucky. They have a pool. We didn't know they were waywards and wards of the state.
They're the naughty girls.
gosh.
We had no idea. We didn't have the internet, So we wanted to be the Vista Maria girls.
The grass was greener for you on the other side of that fence.
Yeah, we'd ride our bikes past there and then.
The fence was barbed wired. They just never noticed.
We weren't tall enough to see.
You just didn't see all the warning signs
Yeah.
like in Peacemaker with the Nazi symbols and stuff like that.
How did we not notice that?
Yeah, but I just read they're closing it now. So
Well, that's sad. Where are those wayward girls going to go?
I don't know.
Nick, no ideas.
So,
right.
my parents live.
No.
Whoa, bro.
No.
No, I'm not. No. That's weird
Rob,
sounding.
he's a pastor.
I haven't heard that before.
Oh my gosh. No, so my parents actually, they live in this 55 plus community that was just recently built. And behind there
For wayward parents?
parents.
Okay.
And right behind there used to be a rehabilitation center and a old folks home. They closed this, and then 2 years ago they had this meeting and they said, we're making this a home for troubled teens and youth.
Oh boy.
Specifically kids with developmental disabilities.
Okay. I don't think that was Vista's. I think, okay. Maybe I was wrong though. I
So
don't know.
severely autistic 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. And this place, when they built it, they're like, it won't.
Group home.
Yeah. And they're like, it won't interfere with you all with your home at all.
Awesome.
You guys don't have to worry about it. It's fenced in. It's safe or whatever. And all these people showed up to the meeting and they're like, I'm not going to feel safe or whatever. And they're like, you're overreacting. Within a week of it opening, there's been multiple breakouts, kids banging on the door. They're trying to kill me. And
That's hilarious.
I'm sure just a lot of visits from wellness visits or different things. Yeah, probably a lot of activity. There.
Yeah, probably a lot of activity. And part of it probably is there a new facility that just opened. So, like, they got to learn how the kids are escaping and, like, learn how to look out.
Giving them spoons with their meals so they can, like,
exactly
shrink their way out.
Exactly. Like, look behind those posters on the wall because there's probably a giant hole in there.
Just don't give them posters.
Yeah.
Just don't give them posters.
Why did they give them ladders? They get over the fence, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, how are you supposed to play the board game, Chutes and Ladders, if you don't have ladders?
Well, it's a board game.
There's no board games.
There's no board. Oh,
The Vista girls probably had board games.
but they had a pool, so
They
obviously.
did. It was like, man.
I wonder what like it was there rules to get into that pool? Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean-
Probably like good behavior.
Yeah, you had a week clean to get in.
yeah. I don't know.
We're gonna have to.
There was a day where when I started my career initially, when I came out of college and I was I graduated with my degree in teaching and I was desperate for work at that point in time. And I was looking anywhere and I like interviewed at so many different schools. And I think I did interview at Vista Maria at one point because you said it was in
serious?
Detroit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Detroit, Dearborn.
Yeah,
border.
it was like on the border, and I
Warren
interviewed
Road.
there because they like asked me like what I would do if a student like attacked me with a pencil, and it, like
very specific.
it was like
Hypothetically.
right, and so I'm going
And
like
he's got like lead in his eye.
they're wearing an eye patch. Hypothetically, just tell me what you.
Is it mechanical? Is it Ticonderoga? They don't have Ticonderoga money.
Is it
there.
number 2 lead?
It's definitely number 2.
Where does this pencil come from? I need to know. I need to know. Is it like there's Ticonderoga? Wasn't there one like there's another name brand, but not really. It's like an off brand. It starts with an R, like Rosetta. Not Rosetta.
I know.
I don't know. I might be making that.
How fine was the lead in the mechanical pencil? Was it a .027?
Yeah.
.035? I want to know.
I don't know, but like I remember sitting there when they asked me that question, and I thought in my head, like I'm like, this is crazy. But my initial I had like a joke in my head lined up. I'm like, well, is it those cool rubber bendy pencils? Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, they probably don't want to hear that, right?
No, probably not.
I don't remember what
Again,
I
the guy's asking the question has PTSD from it, and he's like, no, don't. No.
I did not get the teaching position.
You did not get the job.
Yeah, I interviewed at another school that was a super religious school, and we went through this long interview process. It was like 4 different interviews, and then finally in the 4th interview, they told me the pay, and they're like, it's $22,000 a year for full time. I'm like, what?
80 hours a week. And,
I know at a private, like it was a
lot of those Christian schools didn't pay much.
no, they didn't, and then they charge a fortune for their
Tuition.
and it was like a mega church too. It's like you can afford to pay your teachers. You just
Yeah, where's it going?
it's going to the pool at Vista
That's
Maria.
true. You're not wrong.
See, there you go. It's all a thing. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, aren't you glad you didn't get that job though? Like Kismet.
yeah,
You know?
you're right. It's weird how you can look back at things and be like, that was a devastating point in my life because like so many rejections, because that's when the market was like really crappy. When did you come out with your degree? What year?
2019. So
2019. See,
about 10 years
I came out in
after.
2006 when there was just like nothing.
Yeah.
And like
See,
it was
now you said desperate teachers. Like now they're desperate for teachers.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've gotten a letter before in the mail, like asking me to come back in the teaching.
Yeah.
They're like, we know your license is expired, but like, why don't you come
We don't
back?
care. Yeah, we don't care. We'll pay you to
Right.
up it. We'll pay you. Some
Yeah.
teachers who have retired, they're going to pay them their pension if they have a pension, as well as a teaching contract.
My gosh,
Yeah.
could you
One of our
imagine?
subs retired from Detroit Public Schools,
Yeah.
and she said she's gotten offers for the past 3 years to come out of retirement.
Oh my
And they'll still
gosh,
give her her pension.
my gosh! Like, but
Desperate.
to be a teacher in today's environment, like, no, thank you. Like, just no. The parents. Oh, the parents.
That's actually one of the questions I was going to ask you. Is like
sheesh.
about parents and kids these days being a teacher.
The parents are the hardest part of the job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Well, I don't have to. I'm not just teaching children. I'm parenting children. as
Oh, yeah.
yeah. You are.
And I think, anyways, I would like to think like me back. I try to put myself like 5th grade me. I teach 5th. 5th grade me back in there, and like I know we went to a public or private school, so maybe it was a little bit different. But I'm like, was Gerald Schnell having to like make sure I went to bed on time and put my cell phone away, and like
Yeah.
ate a breakfast meal
Right,
that morning,
right.
and had clean clothes, and I don't know. I was
Yeah.
10, but yeah, that's like the hardest part about it is like the parenting aspect as well, and
Yeah.
But I have parent-teacher conferences coming up in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'm not afraid. I like them.
Yeah. You like them?
I do. They're usually very positive. Like, it's the first one. You know, I've met a lot of these parents.
Yeah.
You know,
and I'm sure you find, like, the parents who show up are the parents who probably don't need to show up, right?
Well, we have for our conference, we have to meet with everyone.
Oh, okay.
For the first one.
Okay.
And then we have a spring conference where it's just more like, so that one's a little bit tougher. So this one, I was like, it can be positive for every single person.
Right, because you're just not getting to know the kids.
Right, and they're getting to know me, and the parents are getting to know me. And I'm also like, communication, if you hear from me first, I'd rather you hear from me first before your kid.
Yeah.
So I'm very heavily communicative, and I'd love them to be like, oh, this person's fine. My kid's coming home and saying she's blah, blah, blah. And that's not, I'm sitting here talking to her, that's not accurate. I hear from her every week. That's not accurate. So... Yeah. I'd rather over communicate.
Okay.
For sure.
It's a good thing.
So,
yeah.
So that helps, I think, build a relationship with parents too.
You're 5th grade?
5th grade.
5th grade.
Yep.
I was a terror in 5th grade.
A lot of 5th graders are terrors.
I was a terror.
I was in love with my 5th grade teacher.
Were you?
I had some dreams about that one.
I do. There's been a couple of younger boys where I feel like there's some like stirrings, you know.
Yeah.
That are starting.
The pangs.
Yeah. So, and I've only ever seen one student's genitalia in school. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think I'm
congratulations.
In my 7 years there. So that's, a plus, but
okay.
All right. I mean, I'd go with none would be the best scenario.
Well, none would be the best. Yeah. But
I mean, what do you
second best number is
what's your class size? Like about 28 to 30?
My highest class I've had is 28.
All right. So
and my lowest is 15.
Okay.
The COVID year, or like the after the COVID
so
year,
one for 121 in genitalia.
Sure.
That's
nice.
That's
not bad.
Yeah. Or you could put it the other way: 220 out of 221 you haven't seen, which is
a good batting percentage.
Better.
That's a better percentage. Let's go with that percentage.
And I know it wasn't like it wasn't for me, like it wasn't. Being
I'd hope not.
It was definitely
Here, I got this for you.
No. I just was an unwilling,
unsolicited, hopefully.
Yeah, unwilling participant in that, as well as. But anyway, yeah.
I just looked this up. I got the percentage for you.
Shit.
You are 99.6% unlikely to see a student's genitalia in your teaching career.
Dude, that's 99.54. That's 99.5%.
Yeah, I know. I realized
round
that
down.
After I said it. Stop it. You're not supposed to look there.
Round down, bro.
I wanted to round up. I wanted to make it seem more like
gotta make the numbers realistic.
Less likely.
Oh, fair enough.
So you learned something from your 5th grade teacher because you can round decimals. So
yeah. Well, I didn't round it properly though. So I wasn't paying much attention. No, actually, there was. I think I've told this story on here, but one time I was at the video store and I ran into that teacher, that 5th grade teacher. It was when I was in 6th grade, and I ran into her at the video store.
Like Blockbuster.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was like a no name, like it was just a mom and pop one.
Okay.
And she was coming out of the adults only section.
Shit.
And I remember being like
yes!
Hubba. Oh my gosh.
And she was fresh out of college at that point. So she was like 23. She drove a Jeep Wrangler. I remember her driving.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Did
it like the pink writing on the back?
No, she didn't have any of that. But
like a nickname for it. But here's the difference too. It's like, I didn't know that Gerald Schnell was a human being who lived outside of that school building. To me, as a 5th grader, he slept there, made his meals, whatever. And then now I think since teachers social media and whatever else,
it's changed.
It's just
the game.
I think children understand that I'm a human person.
Yeah.
And not just do
you think that makes it harder though? Was there something to I think there was something to this idea of the teacher is this monolith
pedestal of
yeah.
I think there's value in the lack of accessibility to your other world.
Yes, but I have kind of it's since my daughter goes to school where I teach,
a
lot of her friends, I'm friends online and different social medias with their parents, kind of thing, and so that's kind of
You have to be careful what you say here because we're posting this on social media everywhere.
Yeah, it's going everywhere.
No, well, I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, I mean, don't we all? That challenge accepted, right?
I got things to hide.
I think we
absolutely have things to hide.
Coincidentally, that's what the one student said to her when he.
The student didn't tell you. So
I got nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's out of the way. So normally the way this goes, we like to talk about a bunch of different things, right? And I didn't even introduce what her actual challenge was.
Yes.
about Star Trek.
Let's lead it up.
Yeah. So I'm going to quickly introduce that, but I'm just going to introduce this now. Then we're going to backtrack to it later. We're going to go back to it later on because there's a few other things we want to talk about. Because I should have introduced this right away. I should have said what we were going to do.
Okay.
So Amanda is actually family to Rob. They are in-laws.
Very good.
In-laws. There we go. That took me a second. They're in-laws to each other. And Amanda is, I think you and I are kind of similar in a lot
I think
of
so
ways.
too. I actually said
I
that
agree.
to someone yesterday.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah.
frightening.
It is
Yeah.
frightening. Yeah. We're very similar. So like I thought it would be really cool to have her on the podcast, but you're not a Star Trek person, obviously, right?
No.
I mean, you watched your sister watch it growing up, being
Exactly.
obsessed
Yeah.
with Next
That's
Generation.
my only like I would watch it on like live. I guess it was. I did some research. The Next
Mid-90s.
Generation.
Yeah, early 90s.
So prior to Deep Space.
Correct.
So they said Deep Space was a spinoff of the Next Generation. So
Yes.
that would be my only history.
Foray into
Right.
Trek.
So then when I queued this up and on episode 1, it showed me the pilot, season 1, episode 1, and then Picard
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
was all surgically altered, I believe was the word that they used to describe him.
Mm-hmm.
So I had some questions about that. It's what the fuck Picard is what I wrote.
Yep.
here.
Yep.
So-
Yep. Yep.
And that was before the episode started.
Yep.
And then I didn't know if he came back.
Nope.
So
First episode. That's it. He's only in the
Just-
very first
well,
episode.
and I didn't even watch the whole episode. I just watched like that
Intro.
Star Wars sorry to
Whoa,
say
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa,
I know,
whoa,
I know,
whoa.
but it was.
Keep that trash out of here.
They
right?
showed him as a Borg. That's
Yes,
why.
the
That's
No,
what
but
we're
like
talking about. Okay.
the rolling
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They did the credits about
yeah,
the.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, I'm on the right shit. I know I signed up for Star Trek. But
and why are we
anyways,
getting Star Wars scrolls? Yeah.
scrolls.
Yeah.
And
I
then
hear you.
that's when okay.
Okay.
And then so I didn't watch any further than that. I didn't want to like sully my assignment.
I hear you. I hear you.
So
Yeah.
so I have no prior knowledge.
So,
These
yeah.
are 100% first time shit. I have a lot of
lot of feedback.
notes.
Lot of notes. She's got notes, folks.
She got notes from
this
notes
like goes back to our first season where we would take copious notes, and then that just stopped.
for you.
That's true. You do take notes still. So the challenge was, and Rob went on social media and he put out the question: if there was someone who is completely new to Star Trek, what episodes would you give them to watch? And then off of that, Rob said he was going to give Amanda 2 episodes to pick from, like to watch and then pick from to review.
And focusing ideally on DS9 because we're in TNG right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a lot of feedback on that. Some really good ones, some bad ones.
Oh, so the people chose.
The people chose to an extent.
Oh, okay.
Someone said move along home. No, that's not
What is
happening.
that?
It's a very bad episode.
Code of
D-
Honor was
DS9.
suggested.
Code of Honor,
Oh,
which
okay,
is
so these are deep
like
cut.
these are the worst rated episodes of the series
Oh,
that
so
people
they wanted
pick.
to give me like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like the
thought
shit
about giving you some goofy ones too.
the shit react.
Yeah.
You know, like where you're like.
Yeah, you're like, what am I just watching?
Yeah.
I
What
thought
am I-
about Quark as the cross-dresser.
I
Yes.
also think I wrote Quark. What the fuck on here somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a picture later that
I did.
put a pin in Quark later.
Quark. What the fuck? Okay.
All right. So,
All right.
so after all that, there was 2 episodes that kept coming up. And one was Duet, which is from season 1, episode 19 of DS9. And then the other was Far Beyond the Stars, which was season 6.
Yes.
No, season 6 episode. I don't know the episode number of that one off the top of my head.
It was in the middle of the season.
13.
Episode 13. So we have a very early episode for DS9 and a very late episode for DS9, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Bookends, kind of.
Yeah.
Do you
'Cause it's only
recall?
7 seasons.
Do you recall Duet is unique to this show as well?
Say what?
Duet, the episode Duet.
What about it?
Do you remember why Duet's kind of unique to this
Yes,
show?
because that was the first one we introduced when Joe came on the podcast.
And Joe had never seen Star Trek before either.
And that was the very first episode of Star Trek he ever watched. And then he went back and watched the rest of
And
it.
this hooked him.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah.
I couldn't say. I don't watch a lot of TV
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Between my husband and my daughter, they pretty much monopolize the TV time, which is okay. I'm more like scrolling.
You're on your phone,
If
yeah.
I'm consuming my content, it's just like in little pieces or, whatever. So I don't know that I would be watching it regularly, but I did enjoy both episodes. I thought they were fine. I wasn't like bored out of my mind. I was.
You were entertained.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Good topics, good themes.
yeah. So we're gonna dive into those episodes in a moment. We're gonna wait a moment, right? Because you still have some.
We'll
few
do it
things
later.
But
Okay.
I just wanted to introduce it, so
Yeah.
you know, like she has those two, and then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna decide which one you really want to focus upon. Doesn't mean we can't necessarily touch on the other
we'll
one.
flirt with the other one, but
Yeah, we're gonna flirt with that. We're gonna give it a little how's your day going?
how's your father?
So yeah, so that's her challenge. So we're gonna do some DS9 episodes today, but there's other things coming up, and I see a big note on there, which that really does excite me. Toys R Us is coming back. Did you see that?
I did not. You know what? Nick, we were poor.
I was poor too.
You could go into Toys R
We
Us.
were
You're not
Toys R
poor
Us
now.
kids. I'm not poor now. No.
But
I was growing up. I was not. I wanted to get into Vista Maria. Okay. I did not have,
She
we
wanted
were
to get
not-
they had
arrested.
all the fun toys. They had these jackets that held their arms together.
Hold on. All you needed to do is go steal from Toys R
That's
Us to
true.
get in Vista Maria.
That is true. We were barely KB toys kids. We were not.
KB Toys was more expensive.
I always thought Toys
the
R Us
mall?
was expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. But the
Yeah.
one in the mall was
overpriced.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why they're out of business too, right?
Right.
They were
Both are.
And-
right. I would
right.
say.
Yeah, KB Toys.
So where are they coming? See now as an adult when it went under, it was more Babies R Us that like
that was the bigger deal.
Kids
yeah.
R Us
Yeah.
because of like the kids clothes and the kids stuff. Because
Yeah.
I mean I did my Hayden's 9, so I did my like baby registry at Babies R Us and like it's
So
not,
did I. I remember
that's
that.
not. I mean
Yep.
yeah, the boys are a little older, but
Yeah.
that's more what like chuffed me about that.
Yeah.
And then now like I can just buy my kid toys on wherever.
But
on Amazon.
You're about
on
to say the internet.
TikTok shop. Yeah, for sure. But wherever. You know what I mean? Like if I just
Target, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
we go there a lot.
Walmart, Meijer.
We're
all
not
the-
Walmart people.
I'm not a Walmart person either.
I don't
Walmart's
know
scary.
why. It is.
Walmart's
The
kind of
prices are probably fine.
the prices are incredible, but there's a cost to that.
I-
That's
incredible.
true.
I
That's true.
dare you guys to go in the Walmart and Taylor.
No.
I just dare you.
Taylor, no.
I dare you.
Actually, one
Even
of
the Walmart in Livonia is sketch
even
right
the
there on.
Meyer in Taylor. Taylor Meyer
Oh.
even is.
Ooh.
You know what's so sad about that Taylor Meyer right there on Party is I can tell you the store number from when I was a kid because my mom would. I'd spend almost my entire. I grew up at Meyer there.
That gas station's delightful.
Oh, nice.
Who
And
doesn't
then
love a
actually, so
delightful
my
gas
Meyer
station?
that I go to, I think would be Flat Rock or maybe potentially Woodhaven. It's
What's Woodhaven?
pretty new.
West.
No, no. It must be Flat Rock. It's further.
Oh,
It's on Vreeland and Telegraph.
yeah. That's not.
It's smaller, but it's pretty new. Like within the past 10 years, they built
Okay.
it. So if I have to go to a Meyer, if
Right.
I have to, that's where I go.
But so all this is to say, you were not a
Not
Toys
a
R Us kid.
I mean,
I was not either.
yeah.
We couldn't afford Toys R Us. It was expensive.
We went to
commercials
Toys
were
R
great.
a lot. We just didn't buy a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
We'd
That's
go
good.
there. We wouldn't buy
You
anything.
could
Yeah.
experience things. Like you could
Right.
go
And you could kind of play with it
You
or
window
imagine
shopped.
playing with
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
or ride the bike around the aisle and get like screamed at.
Yeah.
'cause
Grab
your
the
mom's-
balls and like
Yeah.
bounce the balls.
Yeah.
Always grabbing balls, dude.
You know,
So like I worked
not
at
all of us
Showcase.
can be fifth grade teachers.
I'm not touching the balls.
I don't know where this.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Like even when I was 16, I worked at Showcase Dearborn, and right next to that was a Toys R Us. So I'd just kind of meander
Oh,
over
yeah.
there and
That
hang
one
out
was
there.
Probably trash.
That one was trash, but it was a Toys R Us,
It was.
and it was easily accessible. So I'd go there and hang out. And
And
just
wasn't there like a Chuck E. Cheese? Right
There was.
Oh my god.
The
that
Chuck E.
was
Cheese still might be there.
So
trash.
the closest Toys R Us to me was at 8 Mile in Hoover.
I know that one. It's a Foreman's something.
It was Foreman Mills. Not anymore. It's all
Foreman
closed.
Mills.
It was right next to the Bel Air movie theater, which had metal detectors to go in, right next to
Hell
the
yeah.
Coliseum strip club. So that was.
Oh
that-
yeah.
It was.
That's a night out.
Can I say the Coliseum Strip Club? Just how they set up its property looks really cool. Like
It's owned by Kid Rock,
oh, never mind.
Oh yeah. Pass.
man of great conservative values.
Yeah.
I don't know. But back to my original story. I drive by it.
That's what you think of when you think of like titties.
Like family first. Yeah. Yeah.
Is conservative values.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And booby tassels.
And movie theaters and Toys R Us.
I mean, it must be.
It must be.
Just like
I mean,
you know,
it has-
there's always like a Home Goods and a something near there. you know,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Or
what was it?
Kirkland's.
yeah. Or
Oh,
Marshalls.
Kirkland's.
Or
I remember. Yeah, there was always a Home Goods or like what is
like a Five Below or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like,
or back in the day there was always like a Bed Bath and Beyond next to like a Marshalls or something like that.
Some sort of partnership.
And then in one of those, there's always a Dollar Tree somewhere nearby.
Oh, Dollar Tree. There's a or Dollar General. with a Dollar General inside of a Dollar General.
Inside a Dollar Tree.
Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dollarception.
Dollarception.
All right, so
Okay.
Toys R Us is coming back,
Okay.
but they're just doing pop-up stores.
Not true.
No?
So here
Wow.
they have open stores in the area. In the Detroit area, it is pop-ups. So they're going to be like old KB toy stores. So they're going to take over vacant spaces and put in there. But in other areas, they have straight up open stores.
Okay.
And have plans to open up more. Great Lakes Crossing already has one of the pop-up ones in.
Oh, dope.
12 Oaks is going to get one
That's
as
a
well.
good place for it.
Yeah,
I feel like the clientele or whatever who'd be going to Great Lakes. That's
And 12 Oaks too, which is over in Novi, not far from here.
yeah.
Okay.
Been a
All
while
right.
since I've been
But
there.
I think they said they had plans for 20 permanent stores
I'm looking at that right now.
Nationwide.
nationwide.
They were nationwide. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's been one in Windsor the entire time. It's
Oh
been
yeah,
closed.
it's never closed. Yeah.
Like the Blockbuster that's in Alaska. The
Yeah.
one singular Blockbuster that lives.
I want to
abroad.
say it's gone now, though. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
rip.
It could be gone, but maybe not. I don't know.
Okay.
No Blockbuster stores are left. The last 2 locations closed in 2018.
No.
No, the other
no.
I think that's corporate owned. This one's not
This
corporate
must
owned.
be it must be franchised.
Okay.
Just put
Okay.
They're out there tweeting. So
No,
they
it was in
closed
Bend,
one-
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
No,
Oregon?
Oregon.
Oregon. I'm an
But it's
Oregon.
Oregon.
It's not Oregon.
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 Okay.
Oregon.
734-494.
Oregon is ORGAN.
0980 and the debate.
Oregon.
We've reached an impasse.
It's called the Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. But I introduced that.
Oh, I've never heard it
I
called the
introduced
Oregon
that
Trail.
to my students last year that you can just get on like
Yeah.
a PC and get or whatever.
Give them dysentery.
For sure. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. I chose different students' names, like, who wants to go on the trail with me? Because they had no idea. They're like eager beavers. They're raising their hands.
Yeah.
You know, high in the sky. I picked the pixie sticks, you know, to pick their little names and stuff.
Oh.
And then I was like, sorry, Ashton, a snake bit you and you have died.
You-
you know, kind of
oh,
thing.
no.
You died, Ashton. And then, like,
Oh no.
yeah, it was fun. But they got hooked for like,
Oh
2
no,
months.
you were
That's all they playing.
captured by a Native American and
Yeah,
were
right.
scalped. Sorry.
Sorry, Connor.
Sorry.
So yeah, that was fun. They loved it.
Yeah.
They loved it, and it kind of goes along with what we have to teach for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What were you interested in teaching? What
History. Middle school.
Middle. Oh, fuck that.
I loved it.
I will not go higher than 5th grade.
I loved it.
Middle schoolers, a lot more penises in middle school.
Uh,
Exposure. I bet you the rate is higher. I bet.
No, I don't think the exposure rate of seeing them is, but you can definitely tell they're there at that age if you
True.
catch my drift. Like,
Truth.
they're not good about hiding their changing bodies and things that happen out of the
Put a
blue.
pin in that one for Patreon later. I have a story that
Oh my
a conversation I had with my son the other day
Oh shit.
that I don't necessarily want to on the not paywall.
I hear you.
Understandable.
I will say the smells are not great.
No.
But
even in 5th grade.
The
Oh,
worst
really?
part is you kind of get used to it a little bit.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? The really cool
Really?
thing about my school
Yeah, you do.
is my
You do.
school's right next to like a compost space. Like
Oh, so it's kind of
Like a
Yeah.
landscaper type thing.
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
so
hides
they,
it
like,
almost.
You know, then they take the land or compost from like your curb or whatever. This is where they like.
Oh, it's a dump
it.
facility.
Yeah,
Okay.
for compost specifically. So we have some like hot summer days, you know, in June or even like
Oh,
September.
that gets
when
ripe.
It is, but then it's like, my hallway is full of 10 to 13-year-olds. So we're right there. They're
I
not
hear you.
really showering as much as they need to. They're not using deodorant as much as they need to. Not changing or washing clothes as much as they need to. So
Why is it so hard to keep a teenager smelling decent?
like to beg them to shower. So Hayden's 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do I have to beg you to wash your ass?
Yeah,
Beg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does change. There's a certain age where it starts to change. I've reached that age now where I don't have to beg anymore.
hey, no,
So
see, I have to
15?
like, can you put a fresh coat of deodorant on and not just 2 swipes? Can you do like 50 for me?
Eli's very interested in the ladies now,
That's
so
true.
he's going out of
And Gavin's not.
Yeah. Eli is,
And Hayden's not.
and poor Eli just gets rejected by every single girl. But you know, it's fine. It's
But he's
fine.
trying.
He's trying.
He's
He's
putting
trying.
himself out there.
He got friend zoned by
Like-
this girl, and he
like
just
father,
keeps
like
going
son.
back. Yeah.
Well, wait, haven't you been with Leslie since like high school?
Yeah.
Okay, so shut up.
Yeah.
You weren't. You nailed it. First try. Like
You know, yeah. Though at one point she dumped me in high school.
I can't imagine why.
And then like 3 weeks later, she's like, just kidding. I still want to go out with you. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, but you have to ask me out again. So it's like,
Oh.
Wow, that's a power play if I've ever heard
Well,
one.
that's who she is, kind of.
I mean, I guess, but like
she's not bossy.
no, she's
But
not.
she's in charge.
She's a strong, independent woman. She don't need no man.
She's in charge. You can tell that about her personality.
Oh yeah, at one point in college, I broke up with her over the phone. Because it's a long distance relationship.
Via
She
text?
lived in Tennessee.
Because I knew you were in the zoo.
I was in Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. We're done. And she's like, what kind of man breaks up with a woman over the phone? True.
Come look at my face.
And then like 2 days later,
You asked her to marry you.
no. She hopped on a bus,
Aw.
came to Kalamazoo, knocked on my door and said, dump me to my face. If you're going
I
to
love
dump me,
that.
dump me like a man.
I love that for her.
And I'm like, never mind.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
But that works for you guys.
Right. Well, and part of it is like long distance sucks, right?
Absolutely.
And you're in high school,
Yeah.
you're in college, you're a young kid, your hormones
Meeting
are
a lot
crazy.
of new people, new
Yeah,
experiences.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and we did have a rule like when we first started going to college, we're like, look, if you meet anyone, that's great.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't need to wait for me.
yeah, right. But like, you know, otherwise, let's, you know, so it wasn't like ever like we are together 100%, but it was also like, you know, we're together too.
Well, the
If we were
stars
asked,
aligned.
if we were to ask Leslie that question, is it the same story?
Yes.
I feel like it would be. She's
Well, I'll find out tomorrow.
She's
Yes.
pretty.
And
Wears her heart on her sleeve. Kind
yeah.
of thing.
She listens to the show too. So.
Yeah, she does.
It would be fact checked.
and I
I'll
just-
make one wife.
And it's obviously I didn't meet anyone, right?
Yeah.
You know, like
So was she from Tennessee, or she just chose to go to school there?
she was born in Knoxville, Tennessee, lived there for a little bit of time when she was really little. She doesn't remember it.
Not
And then
enough
they
to,
moved
like-
here. Then she has family who lives in Knoxville, so she lived with them when she went to University of
Okay.
Tennessee.
I feel like I probably have heard this story. I mean, I've known her for the same
Yeah. And her aunt and uncle have become like parents to her. Like
when
they're,
she was there. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
they're incredible human beings.
Good to hear.
Anyways, these are the sort of rabbit holes we go down.
That's true.
Just for the
we get
record.
lost all the time.
This is like a normal episode for us.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All the time.
I do have one question I want to ask since
Yep.
I have you both here.
Yep.
And I can play to her heart a little bit. So recently at Disney World, there's been a lot of deaths
I know.
At Disney World?
at Disney World. And coincidentally, I'm also watching a show with my wife called Ghost. So if you were to die and
Oh, my love,
Exactly.
my darling.
No, but that's a sexy movie.
yeah, so you die.
When I was a kid, that didn't seem sexy. Now I watch it, I'm like, we know what they're implying there. Shaping that pottery, if you know what I mean.
The same person. So
All right, sorry.
so literally
Third death reported in 10 days?
Yeah,
Two more suicides.
Joe's agreed to do this. We're going to actually, one of our Patreon paywall things, we're going to recreate that scene.
The ghost scene.
Yeah, me and him.
You and Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're going to actually do a whole set of movies.
Are
Top
you
Gun.
Demi or are you Patrick?
Yeah, we'll figure that out as we go along.
I'm-
So
You know what? I'll be Whoopi. No. Okay.
Ghost.
Edit that out.
On the TV show Ghost, where you die is where you stay there
Yeah,
until
yeah.
until you kind of ascend for doing something right. So, yeah, and you're haunting this. You can only
Like your purgatory in a
yeah.
way? Okay.
So if you die here at this house, you can only stay on this property.
And then you wear the clothes that you died in.
Yeah. So
Some guy has no pants.
if you were to die,
That's really unfortunate.
No pants.
where would you want to die and basically be forever?
Where would I want to be forever? Forever.
I'm assuming Crystal said Disney World.
She didn't say anything. I haven't asked her the question
Oh,
yet.
okay.
This is
Man,
show material.
If I died and wanted to be
it's not wave
somewhere
material.
forever,
She actually came up with the question.
Oh, bless.
do you want my PG answer? No, I'm kidding.
No, I want the X.
Coliseum.
No.
No.
The Coliseum. I want to be chill with Kid Rock at Coliseum.
Yeah. I never age. Either do the dancers.
Bow with
All
the
right.
bar.
Ew.
Ew, no thank you. Pass. So I'm haunting. I'm stuck in this one place.
Yeah, you're not really
Like, you're
haunting. You're
not
just kind of
haunting.
hanging out more than anything.
Yeah, you don't have to be mean about
Because
it.
think about the ghost in Ghost where he hung out in the subway, right? Like he lived in the subways, right?
Looking for
So you could
food
set so in that scenario you could ride the subway train, but you really couldn't go above ground.
Couldn't go above ground. Oh my gosh.
Do you have an answer?
I don't just yet.
This is kind of an on the spot type of thing.
This
like
is a-
forever.
This is what we do.
Oh,
This is a hard one.
she said.
I was just thinking that. Nice.
Because like any answer, like here's the thing, like, well, I would want to be close to where my son is or whatever.
No, because he's gonna die.
He's gonna
He's
die
gonna
before-
grow up, he's gonna move on, and he's gonna die.
Die
And I
somewhere
can't
else.
leave. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna know I'm there.
Nope.
So in a weird way, you almost want to detach
Yeah.
find yourself completely away from anything you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd probably like choose some faraway land where I'd be like, I'm going to learn another language
Like
and go.
Sweden or something, just fucking ski all day long or something.
Yeah. Or like somewhere where like the weather is tropical and beautiful all the time, but never like super
like
hot.
A cruise ship.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they get decommissioned though, so
They-
I don't know what
they get
happens to you.
secret- So then you end up
Like
in
dry docked.
Mumbai on like
dry docked.
being scalped, like as
Yeah.
they're scalping the ship, and people are dying because that industry is terrible.
All I know is I would pick a big property where things change. So like I could see the value in seeing like Disney World or
Yeah.
theme park
Because that's
or
going to be there 100 years.
Well, are you
Yeah.
confined to like if you're Disney World? Are you confined to like just the Magic Kingdom?
just
Or
that
do you
whatever
get
that
to-
park you died in.
Do you
So
get to
the
travel
4.
on the monorail.
Nope.
Oh, well.
You're in Magic Kingdom. You're in Animal Kingdom. You're in Disneyland. Or
What about so kind of going into this? What about like the space station? That might be kind of dope.
to be but
On
there's no
DS9?
one, there's no one,
No. Well,
there's no one
that's
else really
fictional.
there.
Yeah.
That is not real.
Okay, but
yes, it
that's
is.
going to crash someday.
The International Space
Yeah,
Station.
but it's like they're.
Yeah, but if you're a ghost person, it doesn't matter. if
but
it
then you're
crashes.
floating in space
Sure, that's wild.
for eternity?
for eternity. Yeah,
What do you got to do? It's forever.
but at least you can observe other people doing other things.
And there's ways you can haunt people if you really wanted to be a dick about it, which is what I would do.
Could I haunt like a city? Could I be like New York City,
So like if you die in a downtown, I can imagine like if you die not
like
in a
Midtown
building,
Manhattan or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that?
like
or
you die in
Times-
Central
Central
Park, you're
Park.
haunting Central Park.
Yeah.
If you
that
die
would- that
in the
actually
Empire,
wouldn't be that bad.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
die in the Empire State Building, you're confined to the Empire State Building.
See, I
So there are parameters to
Yeah.
your ghost.
yeah,
Okay.
I like Central.
think property lines.
I like the idea of choosing a big city and like a very famous area in the
Yeah.
big city that you
Yeah.
know is going to be there for long.
Or
like
visited
yeah,
over and over.
like
Yeah.
I'll haunt Paris around the Eiffel Tower, right? Because you know.
Yeah. There's probably already a lot of ghosts there, though.
Yeah.
So, like, do you have competition?
But you'd have people to hang out with.
Are the ghosts?
You could
friends?
you could see other
You
ghosts.
could see other ghosts.
So like if let's say we're here, I die and someone else died in the past, I'd be seeing the same could potentially douchebag.
Yeah. What about like an old No, because they're probably gonna burn all those. Hopefully, like an old.
Old people?
No, not.
Damn!
not like
Crosses?
Like an
What?
old, like historical mansion.
She did. She like far beyond the stars for
A
a different
historical mansion. Yeah.
Something like that, like an old, where there's probably already some people there.
a museum. Night at the museum.
What about like Buckingham
Smithsonian,
Palace
the
or
Smithsonian or something?
Smithsonian? Okay.
Yeah, there's probably some people there.
what air zoo?
The September 11th memorial.
Shut up,
Never
Sydney.
forget.
Shut
Dude,
up.
Can
Sydney.
you imagine how crowded that
Ask
would be?
Sydney that, and she will say that.
Yeah,
'Cause she's
she-
on next week, right?
She's
Yeah,
on next
she
week.
is on next week.
Ask her this question.
Oh, I'm gonna ask her that question. That's a
Without
good one.
hesitation,
I
that
think-
will be her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think my answer would be New York City, Times Square.
Have you been?
Or not Times Square,
It's wild.
Central Park. Central
you
Park.
been?
Yes.
Okay, I've not.
It's a lot of fun.
It's wild.
I've seen it on TV.
Central
I
Park
haven't.
because you have your
I've been to other big cities.
you have
but
your
just not-
waters, you have your beautiful water area. You can go to the outer edges and have your urban areas. You can go into the middle and feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. Like that's the cool thing about Central
But think
Park.
about it,
You
you
can
could-
literally get lost.
You
in
could
there.
smell all the food, but not have any of it.
Well, you wouldn't
they-
need to.
But I'm just saying, like you can smell those hot dogs and be like, I remember hot
A
dogs.
glizzy, but you wouldn't have the urge.
But
Did you
after-
just say glizzy?
It's so hot
But
right
after a
now.
while, you would not remember what a hot dog tastes like, right?
No, I don't think you'd have the urge. Like if you quit smoking, you know how you just don't have the urge?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never smoked, but I'm guessing.
I mean, I feel like you do still have the urge to smoke when you quit smoking. That's the
A lot of people who drink, quit drinking, still have the urge to drink.
Oh. Have you quit drinking?
I don't do it very often, but I want to.
You want to quit drinking?
Okay, so here's my question.
No, I want
like,
it.
along those same lines, like say San Francisco, we probably pretty happen. There's a lot going on, but like Alcatraz, I want to visit Alcatraz. Am I able to like take? The
No, you'd be
ferry?
stuck on
Okay, but you get
Alcatraz.
stuck on
Either
Alcatraz
just in
with some of the
Alcatraz or
worst
just
of the
mainland.
worst. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It'd
Yeah.
probably be pretty fun. Like it, like,
Yeah, because you're all dead anyways, and you're
Yeah.
like,
and they can't kill me again.
yeah, exactly. What are they going to do to you?
Like, imagine if you died in Ohio. You couldn't kill yourself again.
Like, oh, I died in Findlay, Ohio.
Oh, great. I'm in Cleveland for the rest of my life.
Like at a Cracker Barrel.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
Which rebrand? Talking about rebrand.
they rebranded and
there
They
you go.
rebranded.
took the cracker out of the Cracker Barrel. That
Well,
was,
then they brought it back.
Then they brought it back.
Well, the crackers were mad.
the crackers.
They revolted.
Yes, they were.
Although I'm a Cracker Barrel hoe. I love Cracker Barrel.
Oh, man. They got a chicken
I
sandwich.
do like Cracker
great.
Barrel a
the
lot.
food, the shop,
That game?
yeah.
Oh, the little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checkers in a rocking chair. Like really, there's
It's where it's at.
So they're pandering.
Hey, old guys. My dad likes Cracker Barrel too. Just so you guys know.
Good. Let's go.
Whatever.
Let's
We're
take
40
them out.
minutes in. What's going on next?
That's 40 minutes. Let's switch it over.
All right. Well, these were good conversations. Okay. So we're going into Star Trek now.
Okay.
And we have the 2 episodes to review. And I'm not going to ask you to give them a rating right away. But what I'm going to ask you is you've watched Duet, the episode about basically an encampment, like your a labor camp.
Yes.
You watched that episode, and then you watched Far Beyond the Stars, a story about Cisco's dream of Betty Russell.
Yeah, we basically gave her a choice of Nazis or racism.
Perfect.
Technically, aren't Nazis and racism synonymous?
That's true.
That's true.
True. More specifically, Nazis.
Okay, got you. Here
I
you
do
go.
have a note that says cleansing Bajor. Bajor
Yeah.
feels Holocausty.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
very
that's
much.
definitely the vibe
Very much.
side.
Okay.
Okay.
So of those 2 episodes, which one
I'm fine
struck
with
you
both.
more?
But let's do Duet because that was my popped with the cherry type.
That
of
was the
episode.
pop of the cherry.
So and then I don't know why it was called Duet. I'd like to know that. I have some questions. Where that would name?
Because the 2 were going at each other the entire time.
I actually think the duet was the duet of Kira versus him, but also
We like
him
Kira.
with the 2 personalities.
Him struggling.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Him
maybe
struggling
that was
with
more
that,
so it. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then him struggling with his feelings towards Bajoran, like the
And
way
and his guilt.
and the
and
guilt.
his guilt.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah,
those
yeah.
like all duets, all parallels.
Okay.
That's what I would. That's
Okay. So Kira's a hottie.
So, I mean,
should I sum up the episode? Do we need to sum up Duet?
just give a reminder.
So
For the
just
audience.
for if you don't remember Duet, the episode is very simple. A freighter docks at Deep Space Nine. It has this guy on there who is actually a war criminal, according to Kira, who's a Bajoran. He is a Cardassian guy who was part of a labor camp many years ago during the Cardassian occupation of Bajor. Kira wants him tried and killed. The rest of the crew are like, we don't know who he is yet. You can't just assume. And she's like, I know what he is. He's a Cardassian. He deserves to die. And he at first is like, yeah, I do, because I'm a dirtbag. I am all these terrible things.
No. At first.
At first he's like, no, I'm completely innocent.
Yeah.
And he's using that because he wants her to find out to make her more angry.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I'm the Gull. I was the guy who ran the camp. Then it turns out he wasn't at all. He was just a simple file clerk there. But his guilt is so great that he wanted to be punished for what he did. Kira at the end is like, oh my gosh, not all Cardassians are evil and bad. He couldn't have done anything. I need to let him go.
And then pause on that. Stick a pin in that.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you go. That's
Okay.
okay. So
So-
Kira, yes.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, and actually, my very first note, because
Yeah.
this is my absolute very first, and my Next Gen's my only like cursory exposure.
your only reference point.
So I said, lots of women feels progressive for the early 90s.
It was super progressive for
And
the
then
early 90s.
this is before I met Cisco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, you're
so
right.
there's a lot of women like in charge, obviously
Yep.
Major and whatever. And then I do have questions about her little nose and her earring thing, but that's
Yep.
just because that's what she looks like.
That's her
Majorities
alien
have
species.
that nose,
Her
and
race,
the earring
okay.
is their religious. It's a religious.
Because then I saw the other dude later on with
Yep.
the same
Yep.
thing. So
Yep.
then I noted
Yep.
that. But yeah, I was like, yeah, this is wild. This is early 90s. So this
Yeah.
is wildly
Yeah.
progressive.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things in there.
For the
Like
early
there's
90s.
there's a character Garrick, who's a gay man, probably bisexual.
I don't feel like I met. Did I meet?
You did
You
not
did not meet
Garrick.
Garrick,
Okay, I didn't
but
think so.
he's gay. Wow, Rob, this is live,
That
and you're
was-
making a mess on air.
Clamor.
So you got that. You have Kira, or not Kira. I'm sorry. You have Dax Jadzia. You met her.
What was her role?
She
Science officer.
science officer. She
Okay.
she was the one. So in Far Beyond the Stars, she wears the long flowy dress. I mean,
And
no.
Nick said, Terry
Oof,
Farrell. Oof.
Terry Farrell. She's beautiful.
She's pretty. So she was like in the other episode. She was like the
She had the spots on the side of her face.
okay, the tattoo.
Hair pulled back tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
all right.
So she is a character where
She used to be a man. She used to be a woman. She also used to be a man. She also used to be a
they
man.
have like symbiotes who live in them.
Okay.
So
okay.
like when the host body dies, the symbiote moves on to another body. So like she has all these life experiences. So like she's basically like transgender, if you will.
Before it was.
Before it was a thing.
yeah.
And there's an episode where she falls, like she's in love with one of her former people. Like she was a man before, who is married to a woman, and then they meet again, and then they fall in love, and they want,
So, I mean,
and
in
they share a
general,
kiss,
it's
but
science
it's not
fiction.
like, yeah.
I know that, but in general, I feel like the Star Trek universe is incredibly progressive.
Yeah.
Is that something you would?
Yeah, it
like
is.
doing things on TV that were just not ever done.
Well, that really started with the original series.
Yeah.
and like Ahura.
Yeah, Ahura, at the heat of the USSR, a Russian on the bridge, Asian on the bridge right after World War II.
Right.
Or not long after World War II.
Well, Vietnam and Korea were still,
Yeah.
So.
And for a black woman to be on the bridge at the time was an officer on the ship. Huge.
Yeah.
First interracial kiss ever on TV was Star Trek.
Was Shatner and
Shatner.
Yeah. Okay.
And for as progressive as it was, there were still problems with
sure.
it.
It's early. Yeah.
Like Rob and I watched the
30 years
pilot the other day, and like there's a point where Pike says, I can't get used to having a woman on the bridge," and you're like, "What? Come on, bro, get over it." But it was the very first episode of Star Trek
1965.
ever. Yeah, it was 1965. So what are you gonna do?
There still was a woman on the bridge, which is pretty progressive.
Yeah,
but
in a science role, in a military role.
She was the second in command during that pilot, The Cage.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Yeah.
But to your first point, Nana Visitor, or Kira, Nana Visitor is equally as impressive a human being.
She is wonderful. She's been on the show multiple times.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah. She's a friend of ours.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause she's like when we were on the cruise, she singled us out, came over right to us and talked to us
a few times.
Yeah.
I know she was on the show a few times as well.
She's on the show 2.5 times. She did she did a thing for us on one of our Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
when she released a book, Women of Trek, she came on, and then she was our first actual Star Trek guest.
That's great.
But like she was generous with her time.
But like when we asked the question, what episode do you want to watch? She responded to somebody who responded. But she's an impressive person.
Good. Mm-hmm. I mean, dare we call her a feminist? I mean,
absolutely.
Okay, good.
She told us some pretty sad tales of like working in Hollywood, though. Like some of the things she heard. Still. Like she's
not actively.
She told us one time she met with a producer.
Okay.
She said she met with a producer, and she showed up wearing high heels, and he looked at her and he says, "Now you're fuckable." Like that's what he said to her. So now I can put you in roles because you're fuckable. And
I'm
like,
sure she wore a flat to every single other
yeah.
interview.
And she said at that time all she could do is like, ha,
Exactly.
and, but what are you supposed to do?
Even in Trek, they changed her shoes so she would walk differently to make it more alluring to the male viewer.
Right.
I feel like her costume was kind of that way as well.
Yeah,
especially in the second episode.
The cut kind of to the to accentuate the bosom or whatever. Probably all the women.
The bosom.
And it changes as it goes on.
Yeah.
It's like
even Far Beyond the Stars, you see her briefly in uniform, and it's definitely it's a
different
uniform.
You're right.
It was 6 episodes or 6 seasons later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure. Probably spearheaded by her. Or whatever.
And this was like a weird era, right? This is like the between era where they're trying to move away from that sexism, but then it comes back in full force in the next series in Star Trek Voyager because they have this character called 7 of 9 who wears like a skin tight cat suit.
And who's their captain? Is that the woman?
Yeah, Janeway.
Okay.
Who's an incredible,
that's what I thought.
who's a good captain.
I conflated the two. I thought she was the deep space. That's why Cisco took me for a leap.
Yeah.
Loop here.
She was like a black man captain. Come on,
said,
this is ridiculous.
Cisco is what I wrote right here. Okay.
Cisco's a baddie.
He is.
What people note about this show in the 90s, so you watched Far Beyond the Stars as well. Like in the 90s, there wasn't very many hour-long drama shows that when you look at the screen, it's all black folk on the TV.
Yeah, and that scene actually, I surprised, or I don't want to say surprised me, but I noted it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't want to say grew up and more exposed to that, like as children, but like, my friends had mostly white skin, but you know what I mean? Like there were, but I would have, I watched Family Matters and I watched, those types of shows. And so that it didn't surprise me in that era. I mean, Urkel, I loved Steve Urkel. I wanted to date him. I don't know.
You wanted to date Steve Urkel Stefan?
Stefan.
Eric.
Stefan.
How do you pronounce his last name? Arkell or something?
Probably.
I don't
they
remember.
just called him Urkel.
Yeah.
And then when he was Stefan, when he wasn't.
Stefan.
Right. Well. He gets it. So, or like the Cosby Show or anything like that. And R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know we talked
But
about that.
that's normal. That was like normal television for me. So I wasn't totally, but like I did clock that now. Like, oh, that's not.
That was a big deal. Yeah, and they gave him a hard time because he wanted to have like a goatee in the first season. They wouldn't let him because they said it made him too threatening as a black man.
Well, and
And he wanted to shave his head. They couldn't do it
in
because
the second episode. Like I was like, wait, did he always have that beard? Because I had watched season 1.
Shaved his head and got the beard. And I would actually argue that's when his character really came into his own.
Yeah.
Like when he finally is like claimed it and said, no, this is what he is.
When he got more comfortable.
Was he trying to be more Picardy with the
first couple? No.
the bald hair? No. Okay.
They're trying to actually do the antithesis Picard when they made him the
Because
character.
he's super emotional and super.
Oh right. Okay.
He's got some gray area.
Yeah, he's very great. Where Picard was black and white, like, no, this is the law, we must follow it. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe I don't know, but it could be. I don't know.
A man of great character.
Man of great.
A different character. Because he was like
because they
Cisco
both
has
have great character.
Yeah, but it's just different.
Yeah, just different things, right?
Were any of the names of anybody? They're just completely made up, or are they inspired by anybody?
Not
In
that
this
I'm
show,
aware
I
of.
think it's all just names.
Okay, I just sometimes there's like
Yeah, like a background understanding of why they are who they are.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
not that I'm aware of. No.
Not that I recall, at least.
No. So going into this episode then, this is your very first episode of DS9 ever. Did you find it hard to follow, knowing that you didn't know any of the background? Or
No,
do you
I
feel
think
like the
that's
episode
why-
explains it pretty well?
that's why I took a lot of notes too. Like even just like how to pronounce different things. I put the captions on too.
Oh, yeah.
For different
Huge.
Yeah.
spellings of things.
I
like,
always watch
Gal,
with captions.
Yeah, me too.
Gold Ducat, or
Gal
not.
Darheel,
Yeah.
and like the different apostrophes and what have you
Yeah.
in the different spots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was too terrible to follow.
Mm-hmm.
I did pause a lot, to take notes, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't have to do that. I think I didn't pause as much on the second episode. I would say I
Mm-hmm.
was pausing a little bit more. Kind of once I was getting to know, like, oh,
Yeah,
this
you
must
kinda
be
got
her job.
a
That's this person's
yeah.
job, and then, that's this guy or whatever. So,
Well, and that other episode is a little more grounded in reality in a way.
but then I had the
Right.
task of saying, like, okay, wait, I know that was
That's Cisco,
she
but
was
it's
the
Penny
major,
Russell.
and
yeah.
now she's
Yeah, as soon as they go back in time in the second episode, she's probably like, the hell is going on here?
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
She doesn't know about the prophets either, which is why all that happened.
that was a
Yeah.
journey to find out, who was who, and then that's when I met Worf, and so that-
Oh yeah,
okay.
because Worf isn't in the first
not,
couple seasons.
yeah.
No,
So
he's not. Yeah.
and I always was Worf always just a Deep Space Nine dude. I didn't think so. He's on the other
He came
one
out in season 4, I think it was.
Yep.
of
DS9.
just DS9.
Yeah, he was always in TNG, always.
He came on
was.
to help.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The
Okay,
Enterprise
so I
D
was
got
like,
got
so-
destroyed.
Is he the only character that
Yes, cross.
transcends the episodes? Or the
O'Brien
seasons?
was on TNG for a long time,
Yeah,
too.
he was a
Who the fuck is
background
Brian?
character.
He was the guy with a little bit of a stutter in the second episode. He's the engineer on the station.
the guy with the
And-
curly hair,
Oh, okay.
mustard stain on his shirt.
Well, you did bring that up.
Yeah. So I figured
Okay.
What if it was
he got his
a
book-
dream?
he got his
okay.
book published for robots.
Oh,
The
I
robot
thought that was
guy.
the no lip guy.
The no-lip guy?
No look guy.
The guy who has like no lip and like no bridge between his nose.
Oh, Odo.
Odo.
You're talking about Odo. No,
Odo.
Odo was the
Yeah.
guy who
Okay.
ran the paper. Who didn't run the paper, but he was their
Oh,
boss.
Okay, with the glasses.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
All
There you
right.
go. All right.
Now we're now conflating the episodes.
yeah.
But all
Okay.
right.
So
So I have Odo no lip guy right here.
yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Odo. No.
Now I got
Your notes are great. You might have to take a picture of those notes and post that
I will.
on.
I will.
'Cause Odo no lip guy. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So like, he has this disease or whatever, which I
Yeah.
spelled completely wrong until
Yeah.
I put the captions on, and then like, there's no way you could have this disease. I was a little bit like, okay, why is he waiting 12 years to get this med? Like, why does he need the meds here now? So I
Right.
sort of clocked that as like, there's something else.
Just a little suspicious.
Spish. There,
Yep.
I did put sus on here somewhere too.
Yep.
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 Just now he's being treated sus.
Yep.
Like what? He was fined for 12 years and now he's
Yep.
so I kind of clocked that there was going to be some sort of
Yeah.
hijinks.
Yeah.
I guess we'll call it.
Mhm.
I do also like the little doo-doo.
Oh, the
The
badge.
The com badge?
Com badge.
So is that on all of them as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one upstairs, actually. That works.
I'm okay.
First
oh.
series is the only exception of that rule.
Yeah, they got the
Okay.
hand ones
Yeah.
that cell phones were actually based off of.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then like they're saying the filing clerk, he's a filing clerk, and now he's all of a sudden this military
He's the Gaul. Yeah.
leader, kind of thing. Kind of before she like dug any deeper.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess I'm glad they gave her the chance to sort of like work through what she needed to and not just persecute him immediately because of his race. You know, kind of thing. Like I'll do it. I promise you, I'll do like Cisco's. Like we're gonna let this other guy. He's not as personally attached to the cause.
Yeah.
We'll
no lip
let him-
Odo. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
lip. And you know, she's like, no, I can do this. I can.
Yeah, I'm
just do
asking
the-
you as a
I can do the
friend. Yeah, let me do it. Yeah.
Let me prove myself. You know, she's pissed. She's hot pissed, but I'm like, let me get the investigation as well to support the evidence. And then obviously the evidence takes us many different directions.
So, but here's the thing about that. Like, and, you know, obviously we talked about this equates kind of with like the Nuremberg trials and Nazism and, you know, and all that. So Kira was dead set on who this guy was, right? And she's like, let me just prosecute this case. And then they're like, okay, you go for it, knock yourself out. In a lot of ways, though, as she's going about it, she's like, I will be as objective as possible. But she was not, because she was trying to ignore evidence every step of the way. Because Cisco would give her So, like, really, even she's like, let me handle this case. If they truly let her handle the case, this guy would have been dead.
Yeah, and it wasn't for Odo pointing out, like, wait a second, he's dead.
So, like,
yeah,
to me, like, I think what this speaks to is this idea of, like, no matter how much we try to say we're objective, I don't think we can be objective. We need other people.
The gray has to come in.
Yeah. Well, we need other voices.
It's not just right or wrong.
To guide us.
Somewhere in between. And I think she said something that as well, to that effect.
Yeah.
Like
at the end, I think she kind of gives her own little nervous. I was ready. I was so ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To kill him.
Yeah.
Kill him dead.
He was guilty.
It's not the truth. It's like what's correct, like what's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, I think she said something like it's not illegal or you know whatever. It's like it's not whether it's what he did was right or wrong. It's like this is the right thing to do.
Right.
Whether or not I'm following the law
or
following
exactly
my heart or something. This is just what's somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which I think plays back to probably your profession as well as my profession.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
No.
But you know what I mean? Like this is the rule. This is the expectation. And then there's so many things in between that
all the time.
So
all the time. And yeah, it's figuring out that gray area and how do you navigate it with making sure everyone's honored, but still
and treated fairly, but fair is not the same for everybody. And,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And maybe that's kind of her purpose too.
And that's what even like Leslie talks to me about that all the time. Like she works in criminal defense law, my wife, right? Yeah. And she says to me, my job is not to make sure they get off of the crime. That's not my job. My job is to make sure they are fairly represented and they have the same legal rights as an innocent person would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if they're guilty, they're guilty. But as long as we did our job, that's what's important.
Right.
The system,
and then like the supports after that, like because incarceration, that's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole other story.
But like that's just not the end of that's just or like maybe execution with this episode, like just we're gonna put him to death. And she's like, he can tell that to the tribunal. And I feel like I don't know their legal system as well.
I feel like that would have been a kangaroo court.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like he would have gone there.
Well, even the prime minister called and said, give him to me.
Give him to me so we can kill him.
Yeah.
Right?
And Cisco's like, no, bro.
Well, and then you think about how
Cavell.
Yeah. And then the Bajoran who was trapped in the other cell, who's calling him he's a Cardassian, he deserves to die. Like
I was waiting for a spoonhead. We didn't get a spoonhead.
We didn't get they that's a slang that's used in there about Cardassians. They call them spoonheads because they got the little.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's like this is a good episode of the othering that we do to each other, right?
Yeah.
Because here the Cardassians are the evil ones because they occupied their country. So like if we put this into perspective, the Germans were the evil ones during World War II.
Yeah.
And then like the Jewish people were persecuted and everything, were othered. And then after the war ends, then the finger gets pointed in the other direction and be like, they're terrible, they're horrible, they deserve to die.
We see repeated in history time and time again.
Yeah.
Like with 9/11, like COVID, where it's
Oh
Muslim or it's Asian or it's whatever it would be.
We're always looking for someone to point a finger at.
Yep. It's easier to do it.
Yeah.
To point a finger at somebody.
I will say though too, like the other looking people are drastically othered looking in Star Trek universe.
Yeah.
Whereas So anyway.
Well, and I like this I like this little part of it, how this guy who is so angry at this Cardassian being in another cell, Like, this guy's a
The
criminal.
drunk.
Yeah, he's a criminal. He's obviously Odo doesn't like this guy. This guy's always getting in trouble, always getting.
So he's a regular.
So he's a regular. And
Well, I mean,
here's
this
this
is
guy being like, this guy's a dirtbag as he sits in a
In the
jail
drunk
too.
tank. In
Yeah.
the drunk tank.
And
right?
it's like, well,
so
wait.
it feels like a minor, like you can drink, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's a little baby crime.
Yeah.
For you to be drunk and disorderly.
But maybe I think I mean, we see at the end what he does. So I
Yeah.
feel like there's probably more to this guy.
More to
Like,
his criminality.
Oh, yeah.
More to
Yeah,
his-
He's
yeah.
only been arrested for the drunk and disorderly.
yeah,
Okay.
that we know of.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he's been arrested for other stuff. That
Do you know
we
his
just,
name?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's like a nobody. He
Yeah.
doesn't ever come back in the
Okay.
series. So he's just in the one episode.
He was a toss in it to
Okay.
get the story moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
moved.
Yep.
Yeah,
sure.
it moved.
Yeah. Well, okay. So like now we're talking about once she's kind of starting to dig deeper, and some of the lines I was like, oh, I remember hearing a scream from time to time, and that just felt like going back to the Nazi Germany
Yeah.
type of situation. I'm certain there were tons of people who didn't actively have their hands on a chamber type
Yeah.
of thing, but like we're just complicit in whatever. I mean, the majority of
Yeah.
people were, right, and just like another train, another
Yeah.
another whatever.
Where'd everybody else go?
Right. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas movie ruined me as a human being.
The mom, like, the mom,
The little, come play, come
play, and then he ends up in the chamber.
Yeah,
Oh my!
wild. So
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about that movie.
such
Until
a,
you just said that, I'm like, holy crap, I forgot all
such
about
a
that.
good movie.
It's heartstrings for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, why bother with actual murder was another thing he said. Like the fear was enough, and I feel like that's heavy too.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have to murder anybody.
Yeah.
Like just controlling you with fear was more than enough.
Right.
There didn't have to be any murders. There
Yeah.
was just that power.
Yeah. And
So
there's
that was-
there is something to this idea of like if you can get a people in an anxiety state at all
Yeah.
times, you have control over them.
Isn't that? Never mind.
The
Different
worst-
podcast.
It
The
feels
worst
like
timeline.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like society now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
just I mean, like I don't think you
Well,
have to
it's
get
on
into
both
politics to talk about that, but like you get so many people in this anxiety state, you're
Yeah.
no longer really trying to solve problems because everything becomes a problem, and
Yeah.
everything becomes too big that
Well,
there's
it's like
nothing you can do about it.
slapsgiving,
Yeah.
If we want to lighten it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fear of the slap for months
For
You've
Years.
just been slapped.
was
Poor Barney.
worse than the slap.
yeah.
Just get it over with. Just do it. So that's kind of, to lighten it up a little bit.
I mean, that's a really good.
That's a pretty good. Yeah.
That's a really good example. The slaps giving,
Nice
the
analogy.
countdown that he would have to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me want to look up the slaps giving.
I know, right?
Sorry.
We've lost Nick. This is
All
the
right.
point where Nick just checks out.
No, not completely. Not completely. I am still here. I am still here for now.
For now.
For now.
For now. You might lose me at some point, but not yet.
Oh, we will. He's looking it up. All right. So the emotions of it as you're getting later and later in the episode, especially towards the end, like the flip flops. What were you thinking as kind of some of the turns happened?
I mean, I could see, I could feel Kira's point of view. Like, he said, do you want vengeance or do you want the truth? And
Right.
she was like geared up for vengeance
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the majority of it. And then I think like with her role, she said, no, I like promised myself that I could be objective and, just seek the truth and, continue to have these conversations. And, why are you going back in there? Why do you keep talking to this man when he's like
He's egging you on.
manipulative?
Yeah.
For sure. Like he has her. I thought he was really eloquent as well. Like when I first met the character, I was like, oh, this guy's like a pretty good speaker. Like he kind of had
Yeah.
that charisma that some of those.
That Riz.
He
Yeah.
did. You know what I
Skibbity
mean?
Riz.
Well, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the actor was cast
Harry
pretty
Yulin.
wonderfully.
Yeah.
Harry
I think
Yulin.
for that role, like he was.
Or Harris Yulin. Yeah.
He was entrancing. He was, motivating.
He had a
that
presence.
He did, yeah. He was,
Mm-hmm.
and in his own words, my every glance was law, and I feel like he embodied that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When he was,
When he flipped.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Back when, so you figured it out. I wanted you to. If I just told you, you would
Yeah,
have got
it's
nothing.
not
He's
a-
kind of playing with her there,
Yeah.
as well. And good for her for sticking with it. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, it's a play. It's in the writers and the character to
Yeah.
get her egging on, so that way when she does find out, she gets even more vitriol. She's like, no, this.
More of a, yeah.
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 Because that's what he wants. He
Yeah.
wants her to not think reasonably, so
Yeah.
he just
Which
And-
is okay.
Yep.
So like, I was told that you'd be asking for my nerd resume, and you did not.
I did not ask for your nerd resume. I'm
But-
sorry. Yes.
But I like true crime or
yeah.
crime.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if that's nerdy necessarily.
I think that's
but,
nerdy.
But like that sort of like serial killer type mentality when
Yeah.
they Stockholm-ish, you know, kind of getting somebody's like.
Speaking of
to trust
Stockholm.
them. I know.
Usually we make you answer that phone call on the air.
No way.
Not that one.
No, thank
That would be
you.
a fun call.
It would be hilarious.
No, thank
Hi, you're live on Keep It Up with the Kardashians.
Ah.
No. So, yeah, I don't. And I lost my train of thought here.
Oh,
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
No one knew it was mom until just now.
Wow, that's probably gonna talk trash.
Spoiled it.
Your mother.
No, my mom's
dead.
Yeah, she gone.
She did.
So
Bye, Felicia.
that you get to use that for like what did we say? Like 3 more years?
I don't.
There's got to be a.
There's got to be an end point.
I
right?
haven't used it seriously yet.
You're
Not
dead.
seriously.
You're dead, mom.
Yeah,
You haven't.
not seriously.
You were joking about it right away,
Right away.
which really tells you the amount of emotional trauma that exists in this man's head.
Oh, there's so
It's
much.
high.
It's
It
high.
is
It's
high.
high. All right.
It
So,
is
anyways,
high.
so yeah, going back to that, like him egging her on and everything.
Yeah. So then that's sort of when I was like, okay, he wanted to get caught.
Yeah.
Like he was, because again, that like serial killer thing, that mentality where they're like, you know, this is what I did and this is why I did it. And I'm like, okay, so like, is he just getting his like little last hurrah? Like, is he getting his last, like, the notoriety, the fame? Like, because he is sick, and I don't know if this is a terminal illness or if he's just, like, done fighting it, or I don't,
Right.
like, I don't know how Kardashian's age. I don't
Yeah.
know if he's at his end or if they're,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. So I'm like, he's just thinking, like, all right, I'm going out with a blaze of glory type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And sticking it to this
To the-
person who I have a connection with from her past and from my past.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to make her off me. So that's another thing too. Did you see The Life of David Gale? That film,
Yes.
the Kevin
I did not.
Spacey film?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Fuck Kevin Spacey. But
He turned out to be innocent.
are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you certain?
Well, he's acquitted
Well,
at least.
we don't know, but he was acquitted in the court of law, and the guy admitted to lying.
Okay.
So, we should give him the benefit
The
of the doubt.
one situation, I feel like there was more than one situation with him.
Look, what actor in Hollywood
That's
or
true.
actress in
Okay.
Hollywood is
It
probably
doesn't
not
excuse
a scumbag.
it. It
Doesn't excuse it, but like, yeah.
But a phenomenal film nonetheless.
Anyways, yes.
Where he is innocent, but he's like, I'm going to do everything I can to prove the justice system is fucked up
Broken. Yeah.
by admitting to a crime I never committed, have them execute me for it,
Yeah.
and then the evidence immediately unfold right afterwards to say, see, you just killed an innocent person.
Yeah.
And that movie, actually, I watched it at Showcase. Was it Westland? It might have been Westland. Is where I went to see it in like a Friday night after school, high school,
Yeah.
and drove home myself silently in my car, thinking like, "Holy fucking shit! What did I just watch?"
There is a moment too, like in life, where you go, "Man, our system works really well," or like, you know,
You
like
want it to.
innocent people don't.
Of course.
And then now we can look back and go, "Holy crap, we have a history of doing this." People who are poor, people who are
Yeah.
people of color,
Systemized
Oh, yeah.
systemized racism and systematic social
ableism, and
yeah,
all that. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like these people.
Classism, all that goes
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean the amount of people who have mental
Yes.
incapacities
Yeah.
who have been on death row and killed, right? Like
Right.
what?
Yeah.
What is going? You know,
Yeah.
who probably didn't do it, or maybe did it, but like did not know what they were doing.
Right.
Right.
You know. Anyways,
So I
This
kind
is-
of thought like, okay, maybe that was it. Then maybe now he's gonna say, oh, now I'm gonna convince her that I'm this guy.
Yeah.
So they can and flip the script and punish and say, now who's the bad? Is it the Kardashians that were bad all along, or is these like vengeful Bajorans that are
right?
like, what doesn't matter? You're, you know.
yeah.
So
You say we're bad, but look at you all.
So I'm going to pretend I'm this leader, and then turns out I'm just this lowly filing clerk that
Mm-hmm.
had nothing to do with anything.
yeah.
You know, so I kind of thought there would be a David Gale flip to it as well.
I think there's an interesting social commentary, though, in this idea of what trauma can do to a people, right? Like she
Right.
says before you were here, we were a peaceful people. We were religious. And then this trauma happens to them, and they're violent, and they're looking for blood and reactive. Again, symptoms of our society as
Yeah.
well. We push people down and we treat them like garbage, and then we point at them and say, well, look how violent you are.
Right.
And look
Yeah,
at
when they
your,
retaliate.
Which
look at
we
your
can
culture
kind of
and look
see
at
in
their
the next episode that I watched as well.
Right.
With Cisco.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Like
yeah.
Cisco's a great example, right?
Yeah.
He sees someone he loved, kills, and then he lashes out against the police officers, and then
I mean,
they
barely.
Barely. He grabbed one.
Yeah. He tries to push him out of the way.
frustration,
Yeah,
right?
he pushes him out of the way to get to the body.
Yeah.
And then they beat the crap out of him. Right.
And then even like later on in the scene when he's like telling his coworkers he's upset, he's frustrated, he's whatever, and they're like, "I'm gonna call the police."
right
He's
away.
like, "I'm your grieving friend,
Yeah.
essentially, like
And
your
then
coworker of 15 years,
right.
and like
And you wouldn't have said that if it was a white person grieving. You're saying
Most
that because
likely.
it's a black
most
man.
likely, or a
I just got
woman,
my butt
In the
whipped. You
1940s.
took away the project that I was
Yeah.
working on. I just saw somebody die. The everything that the character was experiencing would lead to everything he had.
A
And then-
breakdown.
And then
Yeah.
you just fired me
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
for the sole reason of writing a story
Right.
about
so,
a black
I mean,
character.
yep. Exactly.
So I did also write down Shakar. That was like, is that like the resistance?
That was
group?
their cell.
The
Yeah.
cell. So every cell had its own name, really, in the long run. So
Okay.
think military divisions.
Okay. This I did also I think write somewhere about like military rankings, like obviously commander, major,
Yep.
that type of thing.
Yep.
Like, so is this like a space military essentially?
Yeah, and like goal
An
for him
order
is
of
like
the
a
universe.
high. Like if he was a goal, that's a high.
Okay, because there was
ranking
another
officer
goal early later on.
Goal
Ducat.
Ducat.
Yeah,
later
who was
on,
actually the guy who played one of the cops in the second
who
episode.
beats up on Cisco. Yeah.
Okay.
He sticks around the whole series. He's a good guy.
Goal Ducat is good. Why have I heard of him before? From you?
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Oh.
You probably. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So once he reveals that he is just the lowly clerk, and she comes in and she's like, "Why are you lying?" And he breaks down and
The
he
guilt.
starts crying. The guilt.
Yeah.
He says, "I was a coward," and whatever. What are your thoughts on this idea? Like, this goes back to even like Nazism, or this goes back to like any culture where there are violent acts being committed, and you are the filing clerk.
Like a
You are the-
whistleblower type
yeah,
of situation.
what is the role of that? Or like, like the argument that people have made, and I'm not saying I agree with this argument, there's no such thing as a good cops because there's bad cops, and the good cops don't tell on the bad cops. And like, like as long as there's one toxic one there that's allowed to exist, that means the whole system is broken,
Sure.
right? So like, where would you stand in terms of like, not necessarily the cop thing, but I'm using that as an example, like, this man, is he truly innocent?
No.
Or can you still be guilty but also innocent at the same time?
Well, like even in the photo where they're like, this is the one that they're saying is the clerk. I mean, he's standing right in he's the filing clerk, but he's standing right in the mine,
Right.
with everybody else. And then it's revealed that, the other fellow was there too. But, yeah, I feel like if you're sitting by and that's your job, I'm just the janitor. I'm just the
following.
whatever. I just get paid by them.
I have to
or
clean up all
whatever.
this dust.
Yeah, you're the one
all the time.
There's
You're
a lot of body.
There's a lot of
parts,
blood
a
that
lot of
Yeah.
you're mopping, and they're
sweeping
like,
up.
it's because the Bajorans were fighting themselves. It's not we
Right.
didn't do it,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, infighting, and that's that goes back to like, oh, there's so much like black on black crime, and so
And
whatever
it's like
it might
these
be.
people
like,
are fighting over food and blankets, right?
Right.
Like, and that's
Yeah.
they're committing violence
like
against one another because
necessities
you
to live type of thing. Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
It's fight or flight. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So I think he still is guilty.
Sure.
You think he
I
deserves
think
to
when he
be
said he was a-
punished?
Well, I think when he said he was a coward, I don't think he was saying he was a coward because he wasn't also murdering and slaughtering the Bajorans. I
Right.
think he's saying he was a coward because he didn't do anything to stop it.
Well, that's what he says at the end, where he says, like, I wanted to bring awareness to how awful we were.
And if I was on trial, Cardassia would have been forced to own their crap.
Yeah.
Just like Germany did, right? Through the Nuremberg trials. They
Right.
owned their crap. They made it.
Did they?
They did.
Okay.
Germany did a really, great job is a bad word.
Right.
But
Kudos to Germany.
really made sure that they were not going to repeat that ever again. They've made it illegal to dress as a Nazi or be a
Right.
part of the Nazi party.
Isn't Adolf an illegal, or Hitler an illegal name?
I think
It's
it's
a last name. Do you think they could?
I think
I don't-
they can do whatever they want.
Oh,
But I'm pretty sure Hitler is like banned. The
I'm
name.
sure people would not hesitate
even
to
Adolf.
change their last name after that, right?
yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
be
rules and regulations,
associated,
but it's not like we're banning this and we're never talking about it. They talk a lot about what happened, so it doesn't happen again. They just say, okay, we're going to talk about this, but it's still illegal to be in a Nazi party. It's still illegal to do this, and So, anyways,
In Germany, it's illegal.
in Germany, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Too soon?
right. So he, so then I was like, is he guilty because like he said he just sat by, or like, are there things we just don't know about him that he
Possibly
was aware of, and then like that guilt just consumed him.
Yeah.
And like he just needed to end his own personal suffering. I don't think. Like, I was concerned with maybe, like, he's just, like, he's reached this point where, like, kill me so I don't have to live with this.
I mean, this man is super mentally unwell, right? He has cosmetic surgery to look like this.
Bro needs therapy. He hates himself more than the Bajorans, is what I wrote.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he hated the Bajorans, right? Like,
I mean, he was raised to, right?
He
would have been like,
so it's probably
He's
still
probably
instilled
even
subconsciously.
Even indifferent. It's like, whatever.
prejudice.
Yeah.
Prejudice against
like
them,
just
yeah.
based on his experiences. And now he ended up there in the first place. You could file anywhere.
Yeah.
You chose to file at a labor camp.
Well, and I guess, you can
suppose.
say he hates him, like, because you could be like, well, if he hates himself so much, why didn't he choose to end it sooner? But he hates himself so much that he basically literally destroys his identity,
Yep.
Yes.
right? Like, he becomes someone else and then talks of that person like he was a coward, which is really him the whole time.
Yeah.
Like the sniveling
It's
law clerk. And
it's definitely complicated mentally.
Yeah. it makes you realize like the amount of people too, like in Germany, who fled Germany and moved to Argentina and like started like changed their names.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, Argentina was a huge Nazi haven. Huge.
Like we're far away. We're not in
Yeah.
white European. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not them. No, we were not
Get
them.
super
No.
tan.
Yeah.
Just forget it all happened.
Das. I mean, no.
Das Boot.
Oh my gosh. So
Oh gosh.
my final note: shanked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shanked.
Shanked. I want to go
was-
out by being shanked someday.
It was
It's unpleasant.
I can imagine it would hurt.
a shocker.
Sure.
Well, no, it wasn't a shocker. It was a shank.
Yeah. The shocker's something completely different.
That's the paywall. Right? So, I was not expecting that.
I'd expect a shocker on TV either. That was weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. I was like, this is on prime time?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Well, it's kind of cool because if you watch, like I knew that was coming, so I made a point of watching him in the background, and just even as he started walking by, the sniveling and like all the Bajorans are super angry as he's walking by, and I'm like, oh,
There were others besides just him.
Oh yeah,
No, all of them were pissed off that he
In
was
like
there.
a gathering. I didn't even notice. I guess I just noticed him, and then and then he just stood there with Odo. They're just like standing over the body, like
who immediately dies.
no blood.
No blood.
No blood. I feel like we probably weren't
He's
able
like-
to
It was
do
the
that.
90s.
Yeah.
You're dead.
But then they showed in the other episode when he got shot,
Yeah.
they showed blood for him.
It's like right now you could show all the blood you really want probably on a show like that.
Well, now,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
Now you could
6 years later, it probably
Yeah.
evolved or devolved depending on your point of view.
production cost.
Production
probably.
cost.
Also, this is a show that knew it was going to go out the next year anyway. So
Maybe
like,
Cardassians don't bleed like humans.
Maybe they don't.
Okay, maybe you're right.
Maybe they have purple blood like Cleon.
Well, and it was his
Maybe he's-
back, and he was laying on it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's ways around it, but yeah.
I just love how
Okay.
like Star Trek has this history of bringing back people from the dead super
And he's
easily.
just holding onto this knife, just in this common space, this like massive knife, like hunting blade type of
I mean,
situation,
you
just
know?
chilling.
I'm
I
sure
don't
it was
know. What was the
hidden.
common space they were in? Like
It's called a promenade. It's like a mall inside the station.
Okay. Okay.
Sky Mall.
So did the other dude live there, or he was just
Yeah, he lived on the station.
Or
Okay,
or
so
visiting. We're not from now.
Some live there.
Looks like a lot of Bajorans did live there.
Some
Oh, there's some that live there. Yeah.
are visiting or
Yeah.
transported in
though. Yeah.
for whatever reason.
It's just a
And
transportation
a lot
hub.
of the people who live there are religious zealots because like this is something we didn't really explore at all. The reason why that station is so important there is there's like this wormhole that opens, like this
It's a traveling tunnel that
it's
can.
a traveling tunnel that connects like a commercial hub, right?
Okay.
Like the Panama Canal, if you will. But part of this Panama Canal, if you will, the wormhole, is also a place of religious importance for them because it's where
Okay.
their gods dwell, of the Bajoran gods,
the
which are
prophets from the second episode.
which are
okay.
basically just aliens, but they think they're gods.
And Cisco is the emissary of the prophets.
And so the aliens really like Cisco, so that's like they
Okay.
speak to him through his dreams in that second episode. And because he was wanting to quit, Then by the end of the episode, they're like, you can't quit. You got to keep fighting through this stuff.
Okay.
Like that was the whole point of it.
All right.
Brother Cisco.
So, anyways, my whole point is saying is like you have zealots living on this station, like
Sure.
the most hardcore of the hardcore, and we see that throughout the series. You see that there's some characters.
The very
in
next
there.
episode, if you would have followed the next episode in the Hand of the Prophets,
Oh, it
is
doesn't
the zealots.
Have,
Yep.
the religious zealots with Kai.
Kai.
Kai Wynn.
It wasn't Kai at the time. It was Vedic.
Vedic Wynn, yes. So like, a religious leader who's a fanatic who gets everyone fired up too. So I mean, you have the hardest of the hardcore living there, who will do whatever it takes to make
And
sure.
then the crew is like they're just manning that.
Yeah, so the Federation was
Right.
brought in kind of to keep the Cardassians
It's
out.
peacekeeper. Kind of like, again, it's very similar to World War II, where the United States went into Berlin and watched over Germany.
Like military occupation.
Yeah, yes and no, because we left peacefully. Like they asked us to be there, just like the Bajorans asked the Federation to be there. So yeah,
All right.
lot of parallels. I don't know.
Purposefully, I'm sure. Sure.
Purposefully.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But like this goes back to what you were saying. Like it's like this show has always been kind of a progressive beacon, right? And it's weird because today now people are being like Star Trek is too woke or whatever.
It's always
It's
been
just-
a version of woke.
It's science fiction. This isn't life, right?
Right.
This is science fiction. Like,
Right.
this is our imagination.
Just ask Benny Russell.
And I think that they were right. They were, yeah. I don't know if that was like a guise or whatever, but
Well, it's always been the only way in the original series they could tell the stories they wanted to tell is to mask it in
to
science
make
fiction.
it yeah.
Yeah, they literally
These are
had
aliens.
they
These are
literally had a character where half their face was black and half was white, and one was the good side, one was the bad side.
Oh shit.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Was-
Well, no, it was actually the opposite because they had so one was left on the left they were white, on the right they were black, and then there's the other race where it was the reverse, and they were racist
Against
against the other siders.
other
Yeah,
sides.
like there's the character right there. So
So yeah, because he was black over here on the right side, and he
Yeah,
was on the
and
left.
so
They were
they're
racist.
racist against the other face sides. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, and could that be like towards people like interracial,
Mm-hmm.
with interracial
Interracial,
children, like
black, white.
you have both, experiences, but you have neither experience.
Yeah,
right, and neither side considers you one of their own.
Right.
yeah,
Which
Right.
is just
Yeah.
yeah.
it's part of that otherism, right? Again, like we go out of our way to justify why we treat people like garbage.
Yeah.
And it's weird how
Yeah,
we do that.
it's weird.
It's
We
sick.
look for ways to divide, especially now.
But you've had 2 Star Trek episodes under your belt. You chose Duet. I'm
Quick-
curious how
Yeah, just a quick thoughts on in our Far Beyond
just
the
very
Stars.
quick thoughts on that one.
I enjoyed the like I said, kind of deciphering who now they're not on the ship, they're in this other role.
Yeah.
And kind of deciphering who they were.
Yeah.
And that, but I also enjoyed still seeing like characteristics of that, their Deep Space Nine, their Federation, whatever we call it.
Their
Like
base
persona
character
or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, for instance, Kira, being a writer and knowing like this isn't common for me to be a writer, just like it's not common for me to be a major.
Well, with her name as the character in this episode, they actually did pay a lot of tribute to a writer from the original series, DC Fontana.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
DC Fontana was a writer for the original series, but she couldn't put her name out there because she wouldn't be employable.
So she said the same thing. Like if
Yeah.
they found out,
Yeah.
whatever it was. Yeah.
That was a direct homage to DC Fontana.
Okay.
And so I did like that. I'm in love with Bashir as well. I think Bashir is adorable.
Yeah. He's a good-looking man.
He is, and the accent's
The accent's
doing it.
top notch.
doing it as
top
well.
notch.
Yeah.
It's doing it.
It's doing it.
Yeah.
So I did a little deep dive into Bashir last night.
Yeah.
Mind your business. And just to get more to know about his character.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just to know about his character a little bit more, and so I enjoyed
All the fanfic she read
I mean,
and created some AI. It's
you
really
gotta
weird.
do what you got to do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It happens.
So I kind of enjoyed like getting to know like and like because they're not wearing their
Their makeup.
costuming type
Right.
of thing. And so, that's Quark because he's got those little teeth.
Yeah, even the little guy,
kind of thing. And
you didn't meet him in the first episode, but even the little guy with the newspaper at the beginning.
yeah, I figured he was
he
somebody.
was a character. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's heavily made up.
And then Worf, obviously, and his like ball player, womanizer personality. So now I've been told about the Klingons, and the Klingons can get it as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they can
So
get
that's
it.
good to know.
That freaks.
They have freaks in the sheets.
And kind of my other nerddom, I think, is a little bit space related, but not space scientific.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, or like science fiction, more like scientifically space.
Yeah.
And the fact that there have not ever been any women or people of color on the moon still in 2025, not in one singular.
You think we'd go out of our way to do that just to do it?
Well, we are.
Now.
We are now. So
we'll see.
we'll see.
We'll
But it
see.
is in the plans. It's in the works for, I think, in the year 2026 for there to be a crew, and it is majority women and people of color
Okay.
that are to actually land on the moon.
We'll see.
But in however many years, 1969. So what is that, like 50 years
Yeah.
of space travel, space exploration, and it's still like this was the 90s, and it's still just been white men.
Why do we stop going to the moon?
No money there.
The money, yeah.
Most like, and other shit to do, other
Yeah.
things to explore, right? Like, so I liked the line, like, well, we're gonna put colored people on the moon. Like it was so. I didn't like that. Obviously,
I mean,
that sounded weird, but you know what I mean.
I love the term colored
I
people.
love that term. Well, also, we'll touch on this here too, but I enjoyed that. But also, it's like we have such a long way to go still.
Yeah.
Because they were saying, like, this is so crazy. Could you imagine? And it's like, no, we can't. It hasn't happened. So there are plans for the Artemis mission is what it is to put.
Yeah.
So they
just-
orbited the
yeah.
moon.
I worry about that just with like this goes back to Far Beyond the Stars where, his book is published. Never mind, because the man at the top decides can't have a black man doing that.
And I don't want the crew to have been assembled just for the sake of like, see, we put a black man on the moon, kind of thing.
That's true too.
So
Yes, yes.
DEI.
Right. Shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. But like I'm hoping, and I need to probably do more research there, but that crew was assembled because of their qualifications.
Well, for sure.
I
And
would
then-
hope
That would
so.
hope so.
And the pool of astronauts being more diverse now, and that's why these astronauts were chosen as to just not like publicity type. Well, see, there's a woman and a black, whatever, or Indian person or whatever it is.
Right.
So hopefully that still happens as well. I wanted to call this person the secretary. She was somebody's assistant. Is that the one with the spots?
Yeah, that was Jadzia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we like her.
Yes, we do.
Okay. She's cute. She's cute.
She
Yeah.
is very cute.
Yes.
This episode also had the hard R.
It did.
Yeah, you're right. And it's used with great effect. I forgot
think so.
about it.
It was
but
it was
I rem-
good placing. It was to make a point.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I watched this episode. Shit, when I watched this episode in the 90s, I'm like, man, we're so much better. And then, we watched it 5 years ago, or not even that long ago, but I was like, all right. And then now I'm just like, oh, this is,
Not much has changed.
it's gotten worse,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think like we're dealing with a rubber banding of society, right? Things got really bad for a long time. Then they started to get pretty good, and now we're rubber banding back a little bit. And I think we'll end up somewhere in the middle, but it's going to take some time. But right now we're in the darkest timeline.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not great.
For sure.
Community is a great show.
I have seen a few episodes of that. So your wife got me started there.
You need to watch that show.
Supposedly, she thinks I'm like the dean.
Oh my God, yes.
Like the dean.
Oh, Dean.
Happy holidays.
Dean. I love the Dean. He's the best.
Yeah. So I do watch a lot of shorts that are Dean related.
Okay.
for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your overall impression of that episode?
I mean, it was heavy too, which again, like, kind of surprised me for primetime television for the time. With the themes, with the, openly beating this man in the streets type of thing, with that obviously shooting the man breaking into a car. I do also liked you can't destroy an idea. And it's so funny. So we watched the end of it, obviously, and my 9-year-old, and she's kind of picking up like the dream, the dream. What is the dream? She said, "Is that Martin Luther King?" And like, bless her sweet little 9-year-old heart. And but like, one day I guess that would be the dream. But like, that is a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's the dream. It's
it
just
still feels
not
like
reality.
such an idea.
Yeah,
it does.
Even 25, 30 years later, it's still just such a, I don't know. So
this is like
I mean, it's gotten, like you said, it's rubber banded. It's gotten better.
Yeah.
But
well, then
there's still a lot of work
this is
to do.
part of that rubber banding because, like, when he was the captain initially, when he became the captain of the, when Avery Brooks was cast, people were initially like, "A what?"
Right.
But it wasn't outrage at that moment.
No,
it was
it wasn't.
Just like, okay, but let's say they made a Star Trek series today and put him in that role, there would be a lot of outrage about it now.
There was
because of social media.
I mean, social media, you're going to find outrage about everything. But
oh my gosh, here's more
like
wokeism. And
the initial reaction to Discovery and God, I can't think of her name.
Martin or Sonequa.
Yes,
yeah, Burnham.
Her casting. I don't recall about if there was outrage about that casting at all.
I don't think there was outrage about the casting because I think that was a good casting initially because she was from The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and,
This is current.
I do know that. I mean, after the show came out, there was some backlash because there were some different opinions on the quality of the show.
Right. Okay. So that's.
And for various reasons. Some people didn't like the storytelling. Some people didn't like that it was quote unquote too woke. Some people didn't. Some people liked all these other aspects.
Well, I'm not a what's the TARDIS thing? What's that?
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Okay, so then when the doctor was a woman, that was like controversial or whatever. But it's like the doctor can be whomever, right? Isn't
right.
that
Doctor
like,
whomever.
that's the lore, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of canon? So it's like, why is it such a big fucking deal if it's a woman? Then
that's a good point.
Why is it? But we're not political, remember? But why is it such a big fucking deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I guess.
Is he less than? Is she less than? Like, they're humans.
Yeah.
So if they're
I always say just give me a good actor. That's all I care about.
And yeah, I do think he was a great actor. Is that his accent? Like that's his normal
for Harris Yulin or for Cisco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's his normal speech.
Yep.
I thought he was a good, especially at the end of that scene. I thought he was really.
Everybody else put that 1950s,
kind of
40s twang to it. Yeah,
for sure. But like, I think he was still really like because he was supposed to be like the dreamer too, right? Like and grounded in the future or whatever it may be, 400 years in the future, and so he was maybe a little bit. Yeah.
So one of the reasons that I like Star Trek, and actually the biggest reason I like Star Trek, I know we're going long, Nick, but
that's what she said.
She would never say that.
She would not.
No,
you see,
she would not.
Is the optimism of it all? Is because Star Trek has always been about when we get to that point, we are beyond racism, we are beyond money, we are beyond stupid petty things here on Earth. We've moved on beyond that. We've evolved past that.
But then at the same time, you're just still finding all of these same earthly problems elsewhere.
But that's not aliens. Yeah,
just with aliens. That's not the humans.
Well, and the problem with using DS9 is DS9
does play in the gray area.
Does play in the gray area where originally the whole point of Next Generation TOS is that humans don't have conflict with one another anymore. They have evolved to the point where they don't fight.
Yeah, so you basically tell us our stories through other worlds,
right? Like, so we interact with this alien species. We can have conflict with them because they're an alien species, but humans have to always get along with
each other.
But
don't you think that's kind of how, like, say even like European exploration hundreds of years ago,
right?
Sure,
like they're not humans. They're savages. They're not
right. We're united in the fact that we all believe that these black people are to be slaves and are less than.
Yeah, or Indian, or not even.
You may be
Indian,
Irish,
obviously.
but at least you're not black. You may be, what was it, Catholic, but at least you're not
Protestant,
Jewish.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
right.
You might be from Indiana, but at least you're not from Ohio.
We always create isms.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's a big thing.
Sure.
Right. I've talked about it before on the podcast. Like, that's what South Africa did during the apartheid movement. Yeah. They had like 58 different classes that you could be considered, and each class had different rules and regulations. And the whole design of it was so that each person would be would be fighting the person right above them and right below them.
Yep.
But they're not focusing on the top.
Yeah.
Who was the white
Which
South
is like
Africans.
really just.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting. We'll just say.
Yeah.
And they modeled it all after the United States, which is
Humble brag.
Humble brag. Scoreboard, guys.
you wouldn't have been able to do racism properly if
If
it
you
wasn't
didn't
for
learn.
us. Ha, you're welcome.
Take notes.
Gosh,
We laugh
that's
so we don't
disgusting.
cry, right?
Yeah, we kind of have to, right? A little bit. You kind of have to. It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so what would you, if you had to give these ratings on a 1 to 10 scale,
Or 0 to 10.
or 0 to 10?
No, neither are 0.
Wow, that's a bad. That's
They're like 1.
No.
All right,
10
Joe.
being the best, 0 being the worst.
But it's like I don't have anything to really compare them to, just
Right.
each other.
Just
your
but you're
instinct,
not-
though.
Your instinct.
Like you're watching this. You've watched TV before.
I have.
How do you
you-
rate this as an episode of television? Not Trek.
Yeah,
just
it's television.
I don't know, maybe 7 out of 10 for
Okay.
both.
For
Like I'm
both?
sure there probably are, like there were gasp moments in each.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to really predict how they would end.
Yeah.
Which is nice because with a lot of like crime stories and stuff, I can typically like, okay, I know it's gonna be that one.
Yep.
So I was surprised.
Yep.
By some of the ending. Yeah. I guess maybe 8 out of 10 for Duet and 7 out of 10 for
I hear you.
Okay.
Far Beyond the Stars. Just I don't know. I mean, I feel bad now giving them that rating. I feel
No, I think
they
that's
were fine. I'm certain they were.
I think those are solid ratings. I don't think you have anything to be
But
ashamed
I'm sure
about.
there are better episodes. And someone told me there's even movies and there's
11.
lots of movies.
13.
cartoons or something.
Lots
There's
and
cartoons.
Oh, holy Moses. Okay, so it's quite a big,
Oh, yeah.
and it's still going on.
Yeah.
So this is a show that's been evolving.
Mhm.
Not to liken it to the other one,
Ugh.
but I mean it is.
Been doing it longer, first of all.
It sure
and there's
has.
more product.
But it's still relevant.
Yeah.
And it's still because it's still touching on topics that are.
And wait till you see
happening.
Pike's hair. That's a good looking man.
She's not going to watch any more
No.
Trek after this, are
No.
you?
Well, show me Pike and I'll let you know.
He's a good looking man.
I was a Riker lover, but the eyes, the eyes.
Let me pull up Christopher Pike.
Those baby blues.
Anson Mount. Do you know who Anson Mount is?
No.
He's a good looking man. I gotta find it. That's Anson Mount right there. Oh, sorry.
What does this have to do with Rob jerking me off?
Oh shit.
Rob.
That's the jawline right there.
Yeah.
Holy Moses. Oh, is that who you're trying to make your hair look like?
Yeah, I'm trying to accomplish that so I can get the.
Oh, okay.
Is that him? I can't really.
Yeah, that's Discovery, though. That's not doing him justice.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
He's a good looking man.
He's a
Okay.
good looking man.
Very good looking man.
And what is he on? Which one?
Stranger Worlds, the
Worlds.
show that's running right now.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a little bit older too. That's what like that one. I think that makes him look like a good look. He's just
Like his little.
like
Who's Sydney the Quaid? Is the Quaid?
Yeah, Jack Quaid. He's
Is he in
he's
this
on
one too?
he's one of the cartoons.
Oh, so how does she? Oh, cause okay.
He was in the show. He was in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
That's what he was on an episode. That's right.
He was. He comes out of the cartoon world and lives in their world for a hot minute.
So I guess, I mean, did Shatner get his break from Star Trek, or was he big before that?
He was big in westerns, but he didn't. Star Trek accelerated everything for him.
So I guess
Yeah.
I kind of like the fact that it seems like there's somewhat, although LeVar Burton was a star in his own right
Yep.
prior to,
Heck yeah.
but like,
A reading rainbow.
and they're bringing that back.
I heard.
How did you not talk about Reading Rainbow coming back?
Well, you could bring material to the show.
Which is Star Trek related.
Star Trek adjacent.
Well, because of Michael Threet. How did you not?
I don't know. I do my best.
You can bring material to the show too.
Okay. Well, I was given literally no notes.
We assumed you listened to it before, to be honest with you.
Are you
No.
just a lowly file clerk and it's not your
I know.
responsibility?
Wow.
Well, everything
wow.
that I told that I was
Wow.
going to be having to do,
Some-
your wife told me yesterday.
Someone uses the hard R.
At
I hope not.
10 p.m. last night. So, I thought there was going to be a nerd resume.
Hadn't had any of that spring water fed to me by the hands of a teenage boy. Hadn't had any of that spring.
There you go. Butterfly in the sky.
I can fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in the book. The Reading Rainbow.
You're ruining it, Nick.
I can go anywhere. All right. friends to know, and ways to grow. Sorry, I forgot the words of the reading.
Who's the host of the new
Michael Threets.
Oh, Michael Threets.
Yeah.
Who's Michael Threets?
I've seen him, but he's like a social media presence. He's a librarian. I think if you've seen his face, look him up. You'll recognize
Michael Threets.
very calming personality. I think he does some like motivating affirmation type stuff.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
I know who he is. Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Great choice, actually.
Yeah.
Great choice.
I like that he's a librarian and doing that. That's
Real life.
Hell
It
yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and again, like when oh my gosh, why am I blanking on his name? But original host of
LeVar
Burton. You can't disappoint a picture.
I'm just doing my best. All right, so LeVar Burton, he had done Roots before that, right?
Yes.
He was Kunta Kinte.
Kunta Kinte and Roots.
Kunta Kinte.
Yeah. That movie scared the shit out of me.
I've never seen it.
Hell yeah. It's
Like 7
Miniseries.
videotapes. Like videotapes.
Never seen it.
yeah.
Yeah. My grandma had it. I don't know why. I don't think I made it past the first one.
It's a rough watch.
It is.
I mean, I hear it. I get it.
In some ways, it's an important watch.
So LeVar went from Roots to Reading Rainbow to
Star Trek.
To Star Trek where there's no racism. That's a great story.
What a story. Wow.
And then he became
Started from
a
the bottom.
producer director, so he's
Yeah.
kind of done everything since then.
That's who you need to get on the show. Get LeVar on the show.
Gosh, if I got LeVar, I'd be like Donald Glover in Community with
That's what I'm
LeVar.
saying. That's why I said you can't disappoint a picture.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, because he does. You
Yeah, I just wanted a picture. I didn't want to meet.
can't disappoint.
I'm waiting for our producer that we don't have to help us out with interviews.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good episode.
Heck yeah, it was.
Well, so again, I actually haven't seen that episode of Community, but I've seen some of the shorts now and the important lines.
Stop watching the shorts and watch the show.
I've seen a few episodes, just not fully.
Wait, hold on. You've only seen the shorts, and then you're sitting here quoting a short at me of Donald Glover, and I've watched the whole series.
Not the show, the short.
I've seen probably like 10 episodes.
Oh, well, you got to start from fresh today. Anytime you're in this house, you have to watch an
today?
episode.
Today?
Yeah. Anytime you're in this house, you have to watch an episode. At least
Hayden
one.
would be on board. She's interested. She likes it as well.
I still don't believe they're ever actually going to make it
A movie.
The movie?
6
movie.
seasons
Yeah,
of a movie.
I don't believe it. Like, I'll believe it when when I see it, I'll believe it.
I'm
Yep.
a big fan of Troy and Abed.
Heck yeah.
Troy and Abed are in mourning.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Oh, gosh. All right. Anyways, with all that said, thanks. Thanks.
Thank you. So, yeah, I said, oh, you guys need another voice, a new voice. Like, put me on in a couple months or whatever. Let me know. And then last weekend, Rob said, can you do Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
So, here we are. I don't know if you'll have me back, but
You're
Probably not.
welcome back at any time. It was fun.
Thanks.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
A new perspective.
A new perspective.
Possibly, like,
Well,
kind of
so-
revisiting when Joe started and he was
Yeah.
a Trek virgin, we'll say. Yeah.
If you ever want to come back, you got to brush us on some TNG.
Okay.
Because that's what we're start reviewing here pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going to go back into season 6.
Probably in about 2 or 3 weeks
So
we'll get back.
you have to watch about 150 hours of Star Trek before.
I know when I said, what's my
it's-
homework? And he's like, this and this. And like, how long are these episodes?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
So
So
not too bad. Not too
No,
bad.
it's not. It's not. But just I had, just a short
Life happens.
Yeah.
I get it. I get you.
busy lady.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
Well, thanks for keeping up with us. We
Thanks for
really
having
appreciate it. I was going to cue us out. Oh, there we go. Cueing us out with our out cue music.
There you go.
So, thanks, Amanda.
All
Make sure
right.
Appreciate
you
it.
like, subscribe, all that jazz. Share with a friend. You got some friends to tell now.
I have been telling them.
Oh, have you?
Ah,
Oh, nice.
You're a big freaking deal now.
Help me plug. I'll plug. Help you plug.
There you
All
go.
Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for keeping up with us. Bye, everyone.